What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I have you guys another reaction video. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Today we are reacting to the 50 Easter eggs in Fortnite Simpsons season of chapter 6. I can't wait for the season to kind of wrap it up, but honestly it's been a great season. Hope you guys like this season. But yeah, these are the 50 Easter eggs, and yeah, let's get into it.
Scattered around the map, you could find a rake on the ground, but run over it. This is all an Easter egg for one of the Simpsons' most classic jokes.
I haven't watched The Simpsons in so long, and I remember this by heart.
Over in Comic Book Guy's
I remember
store
this.
in Town Square, you can walk to the back and discover a list of people banned for life.
The bully.
This includes Sideshow Bob, Nelson, along with
Bart.
from that one episode. But you might be wondering who this is.
I forgot who that was.
Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons. When you drive over,
Bro got ego. He put himself in.
Sign mentioning how this is Springfield Gorge, and you can look to the other side
Holy.
to see a giant ramp. All of this is an insane Easter egg to when Homer tried to do this.
Bro. Insane. Bro, the detail. I'm okay.
But what happens next is even better. Find this crash reboot van at the gorge. It is exactly what you think it is. At Donut District, Fortnite has added one of the most famous mascots from The Simpsons, and it's the Lard Lad Donut sign. While it's already a cool
Donuts.
design, wait until you see what happens when you shoot it down.
Does it break? I have not tried this. I didn't know this was a thing.
A giant donut, and it has physics. If you're lucky enough to get it rolling, you can eat.
You could roll in it?
Did you know if you head to Mr. Burns' office in either his manor or the power plant, you could find a button on his desk? It ain't just for decoration. By pressing it, you can officially
release the hounds.
Yes, these are Dobermen who will
That was a
never
bomb.
hurt, and on their back is the words Hound Security. One of the most underrated places on the map is Springfield Slurp Works. Any Simpsons fan will know this is literally just Duff Brewery. But my favorite reference in this place is when you spot these tanks for Slurp, Slurp Diet, and Slurp Zero.
It's like the beer, right?
The exact same pipe. Obviously, it's a nod to Duff doing the same thing in the show.
And here we have Duff Light, and our newest flavor.
Yeah. Like alcohol, yeah, they made it kid friendly.
Mascot display showing a llama called Bubbles Von Slurp.
They don't have llamas in here.
Slurperoo, and then
They don't have llamas in the game no more.
That's another reference to when Santa's little helper actually becomes a mascot named Suds McDuff. East of the town square, you can find this seemingly innocent house until you walk inside and notice steamed hams on a table. You can also find these in Flanders Home and other areas, but this table looks just like the one from the original scene at Principal Skinner's house.
Dang.
And you'll realize his
Okay, I have not been here, so I don't remember that. I don't know this spot. I forgot this is a thing. Got him.
Obvious that Camp Krusty is taken from the show, but what
For the
people
lake.
didn't expect is for such a huge POI like this to be based on a single episode. And you can find all kinds of places here taken directly from it, like the TV presentation the kids get from Mr. Black.
I'll take any questions you might have. You, and then one more.
This is where it gets even cooler. By the end of the episode, the kids actually take over the place and rename it to Camp Bart. Well, if you capture Camp Krusty in game, you can watch the flag actually change just like it does in the
That's
show.
sick. That's pretty
You
sick.
guys have realized that this season's trailer is a one-to-one recreation of the Simpsons intro. But for just a couple of frames, you can see a ton of random characters, including Midas getting chased by a shark. If you know, you know. That's when they saw the Mechverse monster in the back, which is Fortnite's version of God vs. Satan originally in the intro. And not enough people are talking about the dead Simpsons character on the map right now. Over in Moe's Tavern, you can find the Love Tester machine, which is already an iconic reference to one of his prized possessions. But if you look on top of it, you can spot the ashes of someone named Larry.
Damn, bro. That's like RIPs, like big RIPs. Bro was a goat in the show. You never watched. If you never watched Simpsons, you don't know the lore. That is a goat right there. That is a goat.
Did you know this is a back
Goat right here.
who's been in The Simpsons for
This is
over
the goat.
5 years and was finally killed off in 2024. And so yeah, it's Fortnite's way of paying
Right, a
respects
heart
to the
attack.
legend. And of course, if you answer the phone on the bar, you'll hear
Mo speaking. Is Seymour there? Last name, Butts. Hey, is there a Butts here? Seymour Butts? Everybody, I want to see more Butts.
based on the classic classic prank calls that Bart always does to Moe.
That's sick.
Something I was not expecting to see was when I walked into Comic Book Guy's shop and spotted Krusty the Clown frozen in carbonite. He's in the exact same pose that Han Solo is from The Empire Strikes Back, and considering this was only in a single episode of The Simpsons,
I love Star Wars, dude. I love Star Wars. The reference to it, sick as hell, bro. Did a great job on the references. Shout out to Fortnite on replicating it. Shout out to Star Wars because we're the best franchise by far.
it's a hilarious Easter egg Fortnite added by surprise. A super niche reference is in Marge's set because her back bling is a bowling ball on a birthday cake. I know, it seems super random.
For the episode, I forgot.
One of the
For his
very first
birthday.
episodes of the show when Homer
Birthday.
decides to give her the worst birthday present of all time. You might also recognize why you could chop off Jebediah's head, because Bart Simpson did the same thing in season 1.
What have I done?
One of the most striking features of the new map has to be the giant hill with the Springfield sign. What you might not know is the way to get inside of it thanks to Carl's dad.
I've barely been in there.
Yes, they turned a super niche joke from the show into an entire POI with tons of chests inside. And this will let you travel between Camp Krusty and Springfield Gorge without climbing a whole mountain. While you're exploring the map though, look out for Buzz Cola vending machines. These drinks exist in the show, but they're mostly known for being featured in Simpsons Hit and Run.
Bro,
one of the most
peak
famous
game right
videos
here.
of all time.
Peak
So,
game. Nobody knows. Nobody knows the game.
everywhere knowing this. But what most fans haven't noticed is the chip brand in the Quickie Mart. It is called Sugar and Honey Potato Chips, and you won't find this anywhere in the show, even though it has a Simpsons-style logo and everything. Well, it turns out Fortnite themselves created this as a reference to a moment in Season 5.
Sugar do 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 do. Honey honey do 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 do.
That's not the only way Epic are impressing us with original secrets. Because in the
That's
Battle Pass,
cool.
You could earn a loading screen that's a Simpsons remake of one of the first OG artworks, and honestly, it looks insane.
Sick.
Speaking of artwork, head to the Aztec Theater and you'll find a ridiculous amount of fake movies. First, we have old Fortnite films with Simpsons characters, to the Hounds of Hades turning into
They recreated everything.
Hounds. But my personal
Everything's like
favorite
pre-created
is the
perfectly.
Crystal War series from the show.
Marvel.
Look at this and you can tell it's a parody of the Avengers. Another hidden Easter egg is included in Homer's car. One of his wheels
Love this car.
the Stonecutter
This is
wheel.
an old school
And the
car right here.
description says, "Who puts the style on every wheel?" A detail I just had to appreciate is the Simpsons family kitchen, because on the refrigerator you can spot a
December
calendar
17th.
that's dated December 17th, 1989. Yes, that's the very same day The Simpsons released its first episode. And that's not the only way Fortnite
Sick.
have shown their love for the show. Over on the Battle Bus, the message changes every single match. So, what are they based on? This is the closest we could get to a chalkboard gag, which references what Bart writes in the intro of every episode, or worst bus path ever. And the
Dude, these references in the game to the real life show is so sick. So props to Fortnite for that.
Which has been added as an actual POI you could walk into.
33-cent store. Wish that was in real life.
They also decorated it with Cool Ranch soda, something you spot in the episode for like a second. The Simpsons is full of tiny scenes that go viral, like when Homer imagines this.
Go to Homer. I am evil Homer.
I am evil Homer.
Well, it's become so iconic that
In the
Fortnite
game,
turned evil
about to
Homer
get that.
into an emote and a bonus reward edit style. Not to mention, he's also a boss on the map. And you can even catch more of the show's iconic running jokes. It's not just the couch gag. Each episode also has its own title screen, chalkboard, and even the billboard that you fly past. Well, now those are in Fortnite too, because around the map you can spot advertisements like Moe's Bar, now with electricity, and McBain Capital. And that's not the only appearance of the action movie hero. Over at the Aztec Theater, you can find him taking on the main role in Fortnite's Odyssey 6, replacing Jonesy. And that's not the only recasting, because our secret skin of the season is actually a mashup. Springfielder Peely is basically Fortnite's own take on Graggle, a character that everyone seems to forget was in the show. Obviously kidding, it's a viral meme that everyone plays along with, but if you still find him too plain, then just wait for his hidden second style.
Yeah, the
His
scientist.
rewards will become available, including a variant to mash him up with Professor Frink from the show. And if you log into the season within the first week,
Like Kryptonite.
you'll be given the Fuel Rod and Tongs pickaxe. Anyone familiar with the show will know what scene this is from, but the description is what makes
When he threw it, yeah.
You'll never lose a fuel rod down your shirt again. A reference to how Homer seems to do exactly that every time.
Bro, he threw it every scene. Like, I feel like he throws it so much.
Flander's second style is, of course, his ski suit from an iconic scene in season 11, and he's even got his own emote where he flexes his cheeks just like it.
Haha! He threw that cake.
It's called ski suit or something. It is actually stupid
Pause.
sexy Flanders.
Stupid sexy Flanders.
There's also some deeper references around the island, because inside Moe's bar, you can find a photo of when Homer was a part of the barbershop quartet group, the B Sharps. They appear in a handful of episodes, most notably when they performed on top of Moe's roof.
Hey.
Almost every item in these places
Crazy.
has detail put into it, just like this magazine in the Quickie Mart. March's issue of Cats features none other than the crazy cat lady on the front cover.
Crazy cat lady. What the hell?
And if you haven't defeated a boss in the season, just know you're in for a surprise if you succeed. It turns out for once, Nelson the Bully is on your side, because as soon as you knock them out, he'll appear just to mock them. As you're exploring the island and fighting
I love
bosses,
that.
you'll notice these iconic sounds playing whenever you discover a new POI. Well, these
Transition?
are for every single location and are all taken from the actual scene transitions, because just like the show, you're switching locations. If you stuck around after the event, not only do we get to see the cinematic video and trailer, but also the first official Fortnite Simpsons crossover episode.
That's gonna be sick.
Shorts each week of the season, and the first one has a very familiar
I've seen these.
face.
These are good. Scratchy.
Yeah, they turned Snowball into Kaio from the Chapter 1 Season 9 Battle Pass all the way back in 2019. Even he noticed it.
Ooh, Easter egg.
Over at the town square, you can head inside the Androids dungeon to find a bunch of comic books with some more characters straight from the series. You can spot a ton of Radioactive Man issues, and even one from Fallout Boy, which is his sidekick. If you really want to show you're a true fan, you can equip the Radioactive Man decal on Homer's car to truly look the part.
Damn.
He even has a fourth style for the Springfield Isotopes from when he joined a bandwagon to celebrate their game.
Now we're in the championship game.
Shoot.
Championship?
Championship. You said championship.
Another niche reference is actually in Blinky Fish Stick's set. It's all themed around radioactive waste, including the pickaxe, but this actually has a double meaning. The
Pretty
food
sick.
fish is from an episode where Homer eats at a sushi restaurant and panics that he only has 24 hours left to live.
Right, something new, Homer. What'll it hurt you, Homer?
The skin right here.
Poison pork chop.
He's far more at risk.
Maybe
in
a
his
skin
work
soon.
though. After all, the nuclear power plant is run by Mr. Burns. So around the factory, you can find posters and signs telling workers, "Don't read this, work." And if you see something, say nothing. Radio waves aren't the only dangerous thing here, though, because the eye washing station you can find is taken directly from a scene where Homer throws pudding at Lenny and Carl.
Hey,
Oh.
I'm not supposed to get pudding in it. No.
Back at the Androids dungeon, another great reference you could find is this movie. Fishstick has starred in his own version of
the
V for
hell?
Vendetta, which is an iconic film from real life. And if you're ever in need of some merch for all these references, look no further than the clothing store near Camp Krusty.
Oh, the clothing
You
store?
can find shirts featuring Itchy and
Sketchy.
Scratchy, Duffman, and Krusty himself. There's even one of Poochie, a character that
That'd be
Homer voiced
Poochie.
for the Itchy and Scratchy
That-
show before being killed off.
Homer
in
superhero?
one episode. Now, if you've already got a win this season, you'll know exactly what the umbrella looks like, but if not, it's the Safety Inspector umbrella. Pretty on the nose, but if you don't
That's a
recognize
cool,
it,
cool
Homer's
umbrella.
space has been ripped out and turned into a glider, swivel office chair included. No matter where you land with it, you have a chance to come across a cutout of Duffman. Obviously in Fortnite, Duff is now Slurpco, so he's technically Slurpman. And while he isn't a skin right now, these cutouts mean we could always see him someday. Especially when he has an entire Slurp-themed house on the map with merch and more cutouts inside.
This is sick.
Another entirely themed building we need is for Ned. Sure, we have
W
his house,
Ned.
but the one thing we're missing is his leftorium. The inside joke is that Flanders is entirely left-handed, and his whole business is dedicated to making things for people the same as him. And while Storm may be missing, he isn't unequipped on the island because his back bling is an emergency case of left-handed items. And if you check the poster boards around Springfield
cool.
Works, you'll find one note that is written the same line over and
I
over.
would not
again.
waste ink.
Will not waste ink. Obviously, they're not doing great at that, but since the map doesn't have the school, this is Epic's perfect way to reference Bart's chalkboard gag at the start of every episode.
Why?
Right above it, you'll
Like,
also
why
find
don't they have a
0
school?
Days Without Slurp, which is another intro Easter egg to the 0 Days Without an Accident sign at the power plant. And if this is the first time you've ever seen Witch Marge, you might be wondering where exactly this style has come from. As
I
you
forgot
know,
where did it
it's a
come from.
Halloween special, but this Treehouse of Horror episode doesn't just have her dressed up. It turns out she actually was a witch.
Oh.
It wouldn't be Springfield Island without the Tire Fire. This place is a running joke throughout the show and just too iconic to be missed, so fans were not disappointed to see it's in game. It even gives you a free glider redeploy zone for mobility. And there's no faster way to travel than the battle bus, especially with Otto now behind the wheel. That's right, even though we're not technically flying,
I didn't even know
he's
this.
still driving it, and you can confirm it by simply thanking him.
Let's just say W Auto. Honestly, W fucking Auto. W Auto in the chat, bro. W Auto. Like, we wouldn't be in these matches because of him. W Auto. We mess with you, Auto. We mess with you.
On the school bus, he is still driving it, and you can confirm it by simply thanking him. Thank you to everyone who used code T5G to buy the battle pass.
W Top 5 Gaming. Honestly, round of applause for him. W Top 5 Gaming. Good stuff. Appreciate you guys for watching this video. Remember to turn on the post notifications and like and subscribe to this channel. More reaction videos coming soon. We're gonna grind these more, especially for the new season coming out on Saturday. Go in the link description for my Twitch, and I'll be live on 1 p.m. on Saturday for the live event and for the new season. Hope you guys like this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.